Hello and welcome to Income Strategies. How are you today? I'm super excited that you're here. If you're here with me live, just give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you are here, right? Wow, it's been quite a while, right? It's been quite a while, okay? It's been quite a while, but I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that we can at least come together and to look at how we can discuss this very important discussion. Yes, you know how it is, right? Because the truth of the matter is that we would learn how to do these things step by step if we take the right steps, okay? It's very important. Let me see who's here. Let me see. How are you today? Hey, hey, hey. Welcome. I can see we're all coming in. It's nice to know. Thank you so much. God bless you. It's nice to know that you're here. I'm super excited that you are here. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. All right, let's get started. So today we desire, right, that we're going to be looking at, the things that we need to work on when it comes to triangular arbitrage, right? Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me. I just want to be sure that you can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can, please let me know that you can hear me. Just say yes in the comments. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I can see your comments. Just a moment, please. I just want to be sure that I can see your comments. I'm just trying to check the other device I have so that I'll be able to see your comments. I'm not seeing it yet, right? So we're going to go ahead and work on this. I'm trying to get to, oh, sorry. Let me go over to the app. Just a moment, guys. I'll be there shortly. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm there with you. Okay. I think I should begin to see your comments shortly. Let me see. Okay, let me not take too much of your time while I'm doing that. Let me just go ahead. Okay, I think now I can see. Oh, yeah, I can see the chats. Yes, sorry, guys, I'm just seeing the chats. Don't mind me. I just want to make sure that, if you have any comments, yes, I can see. Boss Goodness, God bless. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless. Nice to know that you are here. I'm so excited that you're here. Okay, great. And you can hear me right? Very good and very clear. So let's talk about triangular arbitrage. Let's talk about triangular arbitrage. Triangular arbitrage, we're going to look at, what the definition is. And this is a series, right? So we won't spend the whole day, doing triangular arbitrage. We're going to just take it in bite-sized chunks that I know that you'll be able to assimilate and begin to, work on. The whole idea is that you are able to work on this by yourself. Right? I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of comments about triangular arbitrage. And I decided, okay, part of giving back is to share my knowledge so that you are not stuck any further, right? Of course, if you now want to get, mentorship, you want to get time that you want me to spend with you, one-on-one, look through your trades, then you can now talk about something premium, right? We have a VIP classes for that, where we talk about the different apps we use and all the websites and everything, and also to be able to follow you through with your trades. But this is something that I know that if you're able to assimilate, you can get started, okay? Then if there's a need for us to go further, we'll take it further. All right, so let's start with triangular arbitrage. What is triangular arbitrage? Triangular arbitrage. In fact, before I go ahead, if you're here and you're ready to learn, just say, I'm here to learn. Just type it in the comments. If you're here and ready to learn, just say, I'm here to learn. Okay? I'm here to learn and put it into action. Just give me that type. I want to be sure that at least I can see that we have people online. We have like about 5 people here right now. So just let me know. Type something in the comments that I'm here to learn. I'm ready to learn. Right, just type that in the comments so we can get started. Okay, and as I see your comments, I'll be making reference to you so you can know that this is a live. Okay, it's an interactive discussion, and we're also going to be looking at some very practical steps to get this done. All right, good. So, triangular arbitrage simply means and taking opportunity. We're taking opportunity of the disruptions in the market. I'll take that again. Triangular arbitrage simply means taking opportunity of the disruptions in the market. Now, when we talk about the market, now I'm currently on BTC USDT, right? As you can see here, we're going to be looking at these things step by step. We're not going to rush it. We're going to take our time to delve into this. And if you have questions, please go ahead and drop your questions, right? I'll be taking questions as we go ahead. So triangular arbitrage is taking opportunity of the disruptions in the market. Now, when we're talking about the market, we're talking about different markets where different coins are being placed. And I'll give you a simple example, right? I live in Nigeria, Lagos to be precise, and we have a market called Idumota, right? Now, Idumota is meant to be like a place where a lot of people go to buy things cheaper, right? And then we have a place called Lekki Peninsula. Now, I'm sure from the sound of those two the names, right, you will guess which one seems to be more exotic, right? So Idumota tends to be a place where a lot of people, Mfan, you're welcome. I can see you. Thank you, Hayati. God bless you. I can see. God bless. Thank you so much. All right. So Idumota tends to be a place where people go and buy a lot of stuff in bulk. They buy things very cheaply, right? You can get a lot of bargains in Idumota, right? Then you go to Idumota because that's a place where that particular good, maybe you want to buy a pair of sneakers, or maybe you're planning to buy pairs of sneakers for your family, or maybe for a group or something. And then you go to Idumota and then you buy those pairs of sneakers, maybe like a 12 dozen of sneakers at a particular price, right? And then you now go back and sell the same sneakers, right, at Lekki for probably twice the price, or maybe 1.5 times the price. That is triangular arbitrage, okay? That's it. You're taking advantage. It's arbitrage, right? But in triangular arbitrage, you're taking a look at the places where these coins are listed for cheaper, buying it there, and then going to sell in a place where the prices are more expensive. Simply put, right? And we all know that arbitrage is buying low and selling high. So when you put all of that together, when we're trying to find bargains, we will find out, right, that we're taking advantage of that disruption because some people in Lekki don't know that the price is cheaper in Idumota. So the same way we come here to Binance, because most of us have Binance, right? That's why I'm using Binance as this, but it can be done on every exchange. Yes. Someone says, don't do marketing. Say, what's that? This was said by, who said this? I think this is marketing. Interesting. All right. So I'm just letting you know that I can see your comments as you are pulling that in. So now we're coming back to the crypto space. We're coming back to the crypto markets. And I'm going to take you to go inside of this space, and then I'll just go to the homepage. If you can see that, let me know in the comments. So I'm currently at the homepage and I'll go to the second icon at the bottom. When I go there, I click on markets, right? It should bring up so many coins, for me to see. And of course, we all know that when it comes to the crypto markets, oh my God, there's so many different markets here, right? We have, the USDT market. We have the FUSD. Let me just give you let me enlarge it for you to see. We have the USDT market. We have the FDUSD market. We have the USDC market. We have the TUSD market. We have the BNB. We have the BTC. There's so many markets, right? So let me just slide to the side so you can see. We have BNB. We have BTC. We have the alts. We have the fiat. We have so many markets, right? And we have several coins here. Now, the reason why I like to stay on the BTC market, the USDT market is so that I can see the prices. Yeah, guys, thank you. All right, he said, are we doing a live practice? Yes, we will get to do that, right? But don't forget, this is a series, okay? So what that means is that we're not going to do everything today. We're going to take it step by step because I want you to get a very good understanding of it. A lot of times, a lot of people send me messages and trying to ask me questions, and we're taking it step by step. So we're not going to rush it, all right? Yes, thank you so much for being here to learn. God bless you. Now, we're going to take it step by step. So today we are looking at the markets. We're looking at how to spot, how to choose coins. What are the things we're going to look at choosing these coins? So we're not going to wait. We're not going to be rushing into doing this. We're going to take our time bit by bit. And I trust you Trust me, you're going to learn from this, okay? When we take it step by step and we understand the concepts, okay, it will be easier for us to go into triangular arbitrage and make profits with it. All right. So back to what I was saying, that triangular arbitrage is just taking opportunity of the disruptions in the market. So you can say that we are bargain hunters. We are looking for the disruptions, the places where it's cheaper, and then we can quickly go and sell where it's higher. Now, you must know that triangular arbitrage opportunities don't last for long because they are disruptions. That means that they are an abnormally, really. With some time, they now begin to balance out. With some time, it now begins to change and the prices now begin to even out. When the prices even out on these platforms, that just means that, well, the opportunity is gone. You look sometime else, right? Now, and so that's why I'm talking about the different markets where we have here. Now, we're going to look at each of these coins and talk about each profitability and how this works. Okay, but I'm just showing you that on all these coins here, as you can see here, there are opportunities to make profit on each of these coins. It just depends on where they are listed. Now, some coins may not be listed in more than a USDT pair. In that case, there's really no triangular arbitrage opportunity, but there are spot trading opportunities and, of course, inter-exchange opportunities for those. But those are not our focus for today. We are looking at coins that can be used for triangular arbitrage, and then we're going to seek that out, right? Now, before coming on board, I went to check one of my signal setups, and I saw one particular coin that we can use, for practice and check out whether, the opportunities exist there or not, right? So because and I'm going to take time to talk about different how to look at the apps, we're not going to be sharing apps with you here, right? But I would probably share one. I'll share one app, right? And both the app and the web app so that we can use that to, practice, right? You'll get to know that in one of the series. Just make sure you look out for the notifications. When you see that I'm going live, just join me so that you can also be part of it and can be able to ask your questions very well. All right. So here we are currently on the USDT market, and there are different coins here. We have BTC. We have so many coins with different prices. Let me start by telling you that each of these coins, as long as they are listed on two or more exchanges, two or more markets, we can take triangular arbitrage trades with them. There is no coin that is limited or that's excluded except it's only on one pair. If we have any coin, and let me just quickly look at the coin here. Let me look at this coin that says XEM USDT, right? Now, this is a very interesting coin. I love the look of this, but I'm just going to go ahead and, what am I going back? Let me go and check the compare markets. We're going to check the compare markets to see whether this is exactly what I'm talking about. Can you see this XEM USDT? It's only listed on USDT. You cannot carry out a triangular arbitrage with this. You cannot carry out a triangular arbitrage with this. You can only carry out a triangular arbitrage with a coin that is listed on two or more platforms or two or more markets. That's a typical example. XEM. This is only good for spot trading or maybe inter-exchange arbitrage opportunities. Okay? If you're getting something and it's making sense, please let me know it's making sense. All right? Good. And if you have any questions, just be dropping them and I'll be checking them from time to time. All right. So now I went to XEM USDT to check out whether we have an opportunity there. No, there's no way we can get an opportunity. Reason being that it's just only on one market. All right. Let me check out. I'm just choosing randomly, right? I'm just choosing randomly. But I want to choose some that I think might have an opportunity. Let's check Bonk. It might and it might not. But I will now go to the one that I said we'll check on. Let me check the compare markets. Okay, good. Can you see what I'm saying? We have Bonk USDT. We have Bonk FDUSD. We have Bonk TRY. This is listed on three markets. So there's an opportunity to take, arbitrage trades here. But look at this now. If you take a good look at FDUSD and USDT, the prices are practically the same, right? And I always tell people that are on this line, please, anytime you're looking at all these compare markets, and we're going to take a deep dive into that later, right? Only consider the first four digits after the decimal point. They're all the same price, so there's really no opportunity there. So now let's now go to the coin I am talking about, right? Let's look at QI. I'll go to QI USDT, right? QI USDT, and then I check on the compare markets, right? Now, even though this coin is listed only on BTC and USDT, there's an opportunity for triangular arbitrage here. There's an opportunity for this, right? As you can see here, we have QI USDT and we have QI BTC. Now, how do we do this? We'll definitely take a look at it and see. Okay, you can see right from the bat, we can see that the first 4 digits on top here, it says 0172 vis-a-vis 0175. Now it's 0173 and it's 0175. You can see that there's a difference. We'll come back to that. All right. But now I just wanted to show you that a coin can be listed on 2 or 3 markets and the disparities can take place. That is what we're talking about. Okay. Now, before I go further, I want to talk about, how BTC itself affects the profitability of coins. So let's go to BTC. So before I now take a deep dive into looking at, what to take note of when we're choosing coins, because we're going to look at one very important example now after I say this. Let's go to BTC USDT. If you're here with me, say I'm here. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much. Come on, smash that like button. We're 9 here. Come on, smash the like button. Let YouTube know that you guys are getting value from here. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'm so excited that you're here. Please just click on that like button. Do that like button some harm. Just bang it. Don't mind me. All right, let me get back into what we're saying. So I want us to look at BTC. How does BTC affect the profitability of triangular arbitrage? Because a lot of questions come, is triangular arbitrage still profitable? Can I still make money from triangular arbitrage? My answer is yes, right? There's money to be made. I still did a triangular arbitrage, so it's possible, right? Yeah, there may be some other nuances we need to consider when we're doing this, but there is money to be made in triangular arbitrage, no doubt about that. Okay, so I want us to look at why BTC affects the price, the profitability. Let's go ahead and look at the charts, because this is very important for us to know. Now, I needed to show you something. Now, this is the 1-hour chart. And as you can see that, for the past, I would say for a day or two, it's been moving sideways. It's been consolidating. If I go to the 4-hour chart, it's definitely a bit more defined, but you can see that for the past almost like 8 candles, it has been moving sideways. If I go to the 1-day chart, I will see that for the past 2 days, would I say 2 days or 2 or 3 days, it's been moving sideways also, but thank God at least it's in the green. But you can see that the way the candles are, it has wicks on top and bottom, right? It has wicks on top and bottom. That means that there's not much, opportunity in terms of, what would I call it now? The probability to make profits. Now, take a good look at this. This is the day chart, the daily chart, right? And if you go back and see this huge red candle, you would see that BTC fell very deeply about, say, a week plus ago. It's still struggling, because even just like 3 days ago, it still had a major red candle. But the really big red candle happened like about how many days ago? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 days ago. That huge, deep into BTC. Now, you must realize that BTC is like the king of crypto. I mean, crypto started out with BTC, of course. So you need to understand that BTC is the king. Now, when BTC is deep in, that is when it's going down, it naturally mops off, liquidity, because people are selling. Don't forget, the reason why we have this red candle is because people are selling Bitcoin. And we all know that there's been a lot of news about Bitcoin halving. There's been the ETFs. There's been so many things that are going on in, the Bitcoin world that's making BTC to behave like this, because it's been going on you can see where BTC went to. It went to 48,965, 969, I mean. It really went up high. That has been the highest in the past 10 days, all right? And it was going up in a high trajectory like that, and then all of a sudden it now began to dip. because you see, people will always take positions. People will always want to make money. There's nothing you can say about that, because any market you see here is made up of buyers and sellers, right? And if the buyers are in charge, you will find out that the price will be going up. We'll be seeing green candles, we'll be happy. But if the price is going down, it's because people are selling. And you can see that happen. And now when people are selling, it means that there is a lot of mopping up of cash. And that means that other coins will be affected. Other layer one coins, smaller coins, other even established coins like BNB, Ethereum, they will all be going down because BTC is going down. Talk less of the smaller coins that we're trying to take advantage of. All right. Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you so much. I can see your comments. That's DG Marketing Wins. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. All right. So as we can see here in the daily charts, we can see that the parabolic SARS is up and it's been going down, right? But we can also see that in the past 3 candles or so, it's been green candles. So there may be a likelihood that, BTC is almost switching to go back upward in an upward trajectory, okay? What does this tell us? Because we can see those huge red candles, profitability in triangular arbitrage may be slimmer, okay? Because don't forget, when we have a lot of disruptions, prices being low somewhere and higher somewhere, we can make profit. But look, when coins are going down, profitability margins will also be going down. When BTC is going up and coins are going up, profitability margins are higher, because then it's easy to see, places where coins are listed and then places where coins are higher listed. All right. I just wanted to share this explanation with us so that we understand the concept, right? And don't say that, you simulated and then it came out as a negative. Please, if it did at that point, the coin is going down, there's no opportunity there. Look for another one. All right. So we'll get to that. So I just wanted to share that with us so that we understand the concept of how BTC price movements affect, triangular arbitrage. That said, let's go into another thing that I want to share with us today. Now, we've talked about what triangular arbitrage is all about, which is, just giving a recap for those of us joining here, that it is taking advantage of the disruptions in the market. The places where the coins are listed low, you buy, and then you go sell it for profit. Okay. Now, and then we'll take a good look at that. We have an example to look at. And, like I always like to do, we can take live trades here. I don't even bother about that. I can show you here live what is going to be. But for today, we are looking at the foundation so that we understand what triangular arbitrage is all about. Okay. So now what I want to talk about now is what I call I will call it your capital versus your coin value. Your capital versus your coin value. Because I get a lot of questions about this, that how much capital should I use for triangular arbitrage? How much can I make consistently if I'm doing triangular arbitrage? Do these opportunities exist all the time? My answer to you, I would explain that in my, the explanation. Now, let's talk about, should you be concerned about the size of your capital? Yes and no. So yes, because probably you want to make more money consistently every day, right? So that means that you should be looking at a capital that at least guarantees a higher amount in terms of profits. And when we're talking about profits for triangular arbitrage, we're looking at profits from 1% to probably 3%. Reason why I'm saying that, if you see any arbitrage or triangular arbitrage as less than 1%, it might not be as profitable. All right, someone says here, let me read it out. It says, I think that is Soccer View, says, God bless you, my sister. Happy to learn more. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'm glad you're here. All right, so let's go back into the discussion about capital, because this is very key. And I'm going to show you the difference between a $20 capital, right? $100 capital and probably $1,000 capital. And in terms of choosing the coin that appropriately gives you more benefits, okay? So you should want to say, maybe if you have more money, of course, you can actually put in more money into triangular arbitrage, right? But remember, because the profit margins are not that high, right? This is triangular arbitrage. You're going to pay fees three different ways. You're going to pay fees in three different trades, right? You're going to pay fees when you're buying the coin with the base coin. You're going to pay fees selling to profit coin, and you're going to pay fees changing it back. So that is three different fees you're going to pay. And we'll look at all of those nuances in a bit. You're going to pay fees. So because of that, it eats more into your profit. Unlike spot trading and inter-exchange arbitrage, okay? Because in inter-exchange arbitrage, it's just maybe like two ways, in two places you're paying fees. But when it comes to triangular arbitrage, you're paying fees in three different steps. Remember that, okay? So let's get going. Now, let's look at trying to look at why, when we have a capital of maybe like $50, what kind of coin should we be looking for? I'm going to take any random coin here that is probably like $5. And then I'm going to look for a coin that is probably under 1 cent that may give us, to show us the exact thing I'm talking about. So let's use the coin I said. Let's go ahead and we'll go to QIBTC. QIBTC is less than 10 cents, I guess. Let's go to QIUSDT. QIUSDT, what am I saying? QIUSDT is less than 2 cents. It's just about 1 cent plus. So this is a good coin. Now, there are other coins that are even less than 1 cent that you can take advantage of, right? So we'll look at this, and then let's look at another coin. Excuse me, please. Let's look at another coin. Let's see which one we can use. I'm trying to see which one is, let's look at this RND. Can we use that? Let me check. Okay, good. So I'm using I want to show you an example between this RNDR coin that is currently $4 and then the QI USDT. Now, and then we're going to use $100. Let's use $100 for the sake of understanding and clarity so we can see the profit potential and the margins easily, right? I was going to say we should use $50, but let's use $100. I have $100 here that I had put here for us to just, try out anything that comes our way. All right. So now let's take a look at, excuse me, please. Let's take a look at this RNDR. We're going to check whether there's any opportunity here, and then we'll check the compare markets, okay? So the compare markets will check, everything seems like there's I'm seeing RNDR BTC, RNDR USDT, RNDR TRY. I'm very skeptical about using TRY. Like I told my students, I said, look, if you're using fiat, most times it may not work out. And I will show you this. We'll look at it. But let's just take it on face value. Let's take it on face value that this is looking like it might be profitable, right? And let's assume that maybe, okay, in $100 trade, right? The difference, let's even say on face value, the difference between RD, let me make this bigger for you. The difference between RNDR, the USDT pair, and the TRY pair is like 5. Which obviously doesn't work like that. In fact, let me look for another coin because this TRY is the strength is actually smaller, right? Than the normal pair. It's actually smaller. By the time you put it, you won't make any profit. Let me look for another one. Let me look for another one that's like about $5. Can I quickly find one that has like $5? Let's see. I'm still trying to check one that's like $5. I haven't seen one why is it taking so long? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. So sorry, guys. A call came in. I hope you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, just let me know in the comments if you can hear me. I went off for a few seconds. Can you hear me? Please just say yes in the comments if you can hear me so that I know that you guys can hear me clear. Because my internet went off for a few seconds. Okay, I'll just wait for your message. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I can see God bless says yes, and Okogwili Kingsley says yes. All right, good. Thank you so much. God bless you. So let's get back into what I was trying to say, that I was looking for a coin That's like about $5. I'm seeing $2. I'm trying so that we can see the one that has other options, not TRY, maybe like BNB, BTC and other ones. Oh God, why is it taking such a long time? Okay, I think this is 9, but it's still not. That's too high because we're using $100. I'm not sure. Okay, $6. Let's work with $6. Let's try and see whether this has any compare markets, or maybe we'll just go back to that other one and just do our example from there. Okay, good. We have Uni, BTC. Okay, good. Look at it. Now look at this. We have Uni USDT. Let me enlarge this for you to see. We've got Uni USDT, which is 6.45. We have Uni BTC, which is 6.46. So we can technically say that we have 1 cent as as a profit. So let's use that as a case in question. Let's go to QIBTC. So don't forget Uni USDT, and we're going to look at comparing that to QIBTC or QIUSDT. Right? Let me use QIUSDT. I'll go to the compare markets now. So, and then I'm trying to check what's going on here. We've got 0171, 0171. Oh, it's the same price. Same price. Oh, has it changed? It's still the same price. Let's go to another one. Let's look for another one. Let us look for another one. Let's quickly look at, I think we could use AMP. Let's check AMP. AMP or COS, most of those ones. Let's check AMP. If we check we'll check the compare markets to see, okay. AMP is 0034, same price, no opportunity there. Let's just see which other one. Let's see, what about COS? Let's check to see whether there's anything in COS. Let me open that up. We have 0083, 0082. Okay, fine. So we have 0083 and 0082, right? So that means BTC is 0083 and COS is 0082. And then we can see we're taking our margin to the fourth, what I call the fourth digit after the decimal point. So you can see there's a difference of 1, right? We'll look at that as an example. All right. So let's start with COS. Okay. And what that means is that we're seeing that, okay, we can make, what's that word now? We can make for each COS USDT that we have, that we buy here, we can make 0.00001. All right, so let's do that. So just for us to calculate, we're not doing the trade yet, we're just calculating it. So that means that if I go to COS USDT, let's just click on COS USDT, and what was that? Let's see. Has it switched? Let's confirm. Okay, no, it hasn't. It's still good. Okay, we're still good. So let's assume I buy $100 worth of this. You can see it gives me 12,150.6. I'll copy that out. So it's giving me 12,150.6. So now we're going to calculate that. We're going to go to my calculator, and then we're calculating this. How do we calculate this? We look at that amount. Let me paste that here. That amount, will multiply it. Okay. Don't forget it's $100 worth we're looking at times 0.0001. Okay. So this gives us $1.21, right? So that means that if we took that trade and it goes the way it's supposed to be, we will make 1.21% profit on that particular trade. That means that everything will come out. By the time we put in $100, we should be able to get $1.21. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Let's go back to the other one. So we're going to be checking the RDNR. I think, am I right about that? Let's check it. It should be, no, what am I saying? Was it? No, that was not the one we selected. I can't even remember the one we selected again. The one that was $6. What was the name of the coin? I can't remember. What was the name of the coin? Oh, wow, I can't remember. Oh, Uni. Yes, I remember now. Can you just imagine? I forgot that. Uni. Yes, Uni what? Uni USDT. So we saw that there was a difference of 1, right? We saw that there was a difference of 1 cent. Oh, now it's balanced. Oh, BNB. So let's look at between BNB. BNB is now the one that is less and BTC is higher. So let's say between the two of them, there's 1 cent. So let's still go ahead and let's assume, let's just assume, okay, we'll go ahead and then we have to go to BNB, because now we have to quickly buy BNB with $100. And then now, sorry, BNB was the one that was lowest, right? Am I right? Yes, BNB was the one that's lowest. So I'll quickly go to BNB. All right, BNB USDT, because I need to buy $100 worth of that. It's not giving me everything. That's 99.94, but let's just pick it out. All right, let's cut that. Okay, so we go back to what was that? Uni USDT, but it's the BNB one we are picking now. It's the BNB one is still there. So what we want to do, oh yeah, we have to put the total of BNB. We want to just see how many it will give us, how many pieces. So this is what? 15.47. So this is $100 worth of trade, right? Don't forget that the first profit is $1.21. Please don't forget. Still using the $100, right? So we're having 15.47. Let's go. Cut that and go to the calculator again, right? So look at this. So we have, let me paste that here. Okay, we're pasting that. What are we going to do? We're going to multiply it by 1 cent, okay, times 0.01. Now, can you see if we took the trade with this uni BNB and then selling it back to BTC and making a profit of 1 cent on each piece, we'll only make 15 cents. Now, why am I showing you this? So you can see that it's better to choose smaller coins, especially when your what's it called now? Your capital is smaller. Now, of course, it should still go the same way if you're using bigger capital, because this already shows you that if you have higher capital, it's still the same thing. If you choose the other one with a bigger capital, it will still give you more profits than this one. So smaller coins are best to choose. Now, if this makes sense, let me know. Yes, thank you so much. Someone had even sent me Uni USDT. Thank you so much. God bless. I appreciate you. Yeah. So I have just shown you here a typical example of what you should be considering when you're choosing your coins for triangular arbitrage. Go for smaller coins. I would always say, please go for smaller coins. Now, this particular situation may not exist when you're doing spot trading, because it doesn't really matter, right? Because there you determine things, right? But when it comes to triangular arbitrage, smaller coins are better to use for the trades, okay? Smaller coins are much better to use for the trades. All right. So I just want us to do a quick recap of what we've done now, right? So that we can understand the concepts, the beginnings. We'll still have other live streams where we're going to be taking other bits and pieces of this. I don't want to rush it, because I want to take your questions now, because we're going to go into looking at another thing that we're going to use to evaluate the coin. We'll quickly look at what I call, the two different types of simulation. I'm going to look at the two different types of simulation, and then we end the live today, right? And come back again maybe sometime within the course of the day. Someone says here, how to know? Okay, someone says here, that is Israel. Israel Favor says, how do we know smaller coins that are good? Thank you very much. That's a very good question. Let me quickly answer that before I go on to the next thing that we want to do today. Now, the only way you would know whether a coin is profit, maybe when you say good, I think maybe you're referring to profitable. Am I right? Favor Israel, can you just confirm if what I just said is correct? When you say, how do we know if a smaller coin is good? Are you referring to if it's going to be profitable, or if the coin can easily execute? I want to know what you mean by good, but I'm just assuming you mean that is, how do we know a smaller coin that will be profitable? That's what I'm assuming with this question, right? So while I await your response, I'll continue with my assumption, right? So how do you know whether a smaller coin? Oh yeah, she said yes. So yeah, so that's what Soccer View says, yes, right? So I'm just waiting for Favor. Favor also agrees that yes, that's what she means. Good. So let me go ahead and work on that particular question. And I would go back into, the markets, as we can see here. Now, let me tell you something, and I am going to debunk a lot of, myths. You see, every coin you see here is profitable. Every coin here you see here can be profitable. Let me use the word can be profitable. And what makes them profitable is the fact that you look for the opportunity that can house that profitability. So if you come to the highest coin that we have here, which is BTC, right? BTC is the highest coin, 41,810, right? And you have like $5 billion and you want to trade with BTC, right? He said, yes, the coins that won't dump. Oh, now I'm going to come back to that because that is the second side. We're talking about if the coins will be profitable or not. So I'll come back to the issue of dumping afterwards. All right. So every coin here can be profitable, including the biggest coin here, which is BTC, which is 41,815 as I speak right now. It depends on your capital and it depends on what the market is saying. The charts, and we're going to get to the charts, but we're not doing charts now in this particular live stream. We'll do charts in other live streams because it's a whole big bunch of discussion, right? And I don't want to rush anything. That's why I'm taking up my time. Within the course of today, I may have another live stream to continue this, right? But I'm just trying to allot like about an hour to this particular live stream, and which we have like about 10 minutes or so more. Now, the truth is, like I said, every coin can be profitable. Just take a look at the capital you have, if it's sizable enough, right? And then the conditions of the market, which is charting. We're going to be looking at the market. We're going to be looking at the, the different, what's it called now? The indicators that we can use. What does the market tell you? Some people don't even use indicators. I like to use indicators because it's visual, right? But people will tell you that the indicators are not that lag. It doesn't matter. As long as it works for me, it can work for you. All right? So I have told you two ways. Once you look at your capital and you check it and you check the compare markets, that there is an opportunity, right? Then you can take it. As long as, because we're going to look at the side of the charting, why we need charting. We're going to look at that in another live stream. But for today, we're saying that once you have the amount of capital and you can see that there's a disparity in the places where the coins are listed, those are the most important things that you need to know. Right? Those are the most important things. Then, of course, to future-proof what you are doing to make sure that it quickly executes, you want to be sure that the chart is in your favor for where you're going to sell it to. Right? We'll get to that later. But that's what I would just say right now. So someone says here, how do you know the coins that won't dump? I can't know the coins that won't dump. The only way is to go and check in the charts. Okay? The charts will speak to me. I'm currently on the 1 day time frame. Let me go to 1 hour time frame. That's my best view of charting. Now, if you take a good look at this is the biggest coin, which is 41,791. Okay. How do I know whether Bitcoin will not dump? The only way I can just guess is looking at what is going on right now, looking at the parabolic SARS, looking at, the RSI, right? The RSI currently is what? What's the RSI? Let me check the RSI. RSI currently is 58, right? It's currently 58. Thank you guys. Welcome aboard. It's currently 58, and that after it had a slight dump, it's going up. Now look at that. Look at the green candle. The green candle is looking like it went up, but now it's coming down. Now, in this case, like I told you, the market is still sideways. Yeah, it's struggling to break through, and most likely we might have a breakout because I can see that it is generally slightly in an upward trajectory. But the parabolic size is not yet underneath, so it is still struggling. Look at the last 3 candles there. It's been going in a sideways movement. If you check it out, also in the 4 hours, most likely it's giving us the same thing. But I can see that there's hope because I'm seeing that the parabolic size already is in 2 dots underneath. That means it's pushing it up. So when you want to confirm, you come to the higher time frames to check in the long run, is this going to pan out profitably or not? You can see that we are seeing signs of that. If I check the 1 day chart is still going to show me that BTC is still in a downward trajectory, but most likely will begin to go up. But my own confirmation here that there's a likelihood is I'm seeing that underneath this 4 hour chart, I'm seeing the parabolic SARS, right? So for me, what would I say about Bitcoin? I would say temporarily, as I can see here, it is pumping. right? So if you want to take advantage of it, maybe in spot trading or stuff, this is the best time to take it because it's going up in the 4-hour time frame. But right now in the 1-hour time frame, it hasn't yet gone up. So, but I can see that it might likely switch. Look at what's happening here again. I'm just trying. Someone is asking me whether the coin will dump or not. That's actually in spot trading dimensions. But you can also use that information when you're trying to pick a coin for triangular arbitrage, right? Very importantly, you need to have a signal for triangular arbitrage through the app's websites or any tools that you use, right? You need to be able to get a signal that there is that disparity. Sometimes it's quite overwhelming to do this. You can do this one after the other. You can actually do it one by one by checking all these coins. But can you imagine all the 13,000, over 13,000 coins? Will you be doing that one after the other? You will need at least a tool that can help you search through and sieve through. All right. All right. So I guess I have been able to answer that a bit. So before we close the live stream, I want us to go into looking at the two types of simulation that we can use and that I always advise that we use. Let me go to which one should I use? Let's use COS. All right. Let me check if there's an opportunity in COS, right? And then we will now use that as what we're going to do to check whether we even are going to, whether there's even hope to choose this coin or not, right? I can see that it's saying, oh, yeah. Okay, someone says here, Jackie Duke says, sis, where can we learn to read the charts? Okay, to read the charts. Where can we learn to read the charts? I have videos in my channel, right? You can just go to the playlist. Go to the playlist under the channel that says Arbitrage Fundamentals, okay? If you go to my playlist, right, that says Arbitrage Fundamentals, please, you can see I have charting, like about 2 or 3 videos where I talk about charting using indicators, parabolic SAR, Bollinger Bands, RSI. You could just check under, the playlist. Just go to the channel, check for playlists, look for Arbitrage Fundamentals. You'll get it under it. All right. Thank you so much. So let's look at COS. We'll do what I call the basic simulation. Then we'll look at the deep dive. All right. So we have COS USDT is 0082, and then COS BTC is 0083. So there's an opportunity here, right? Thank you so much, Jackie Duke. Yeah. So let's look at this quickly. Now we can see that there's an opportunity, not much, quite slim. I always like when the opportunity is like about 3, when there's a difference of 3. And when I'm talking about a differential of 3, I'm just talking about, let me show you what I mean so that you would understand what I mean by the differential of 3, right? Thank you, people. God bless you. Thanks for the likes and the hearts. Okay, so look at it now. When you look at COS USDT, you can see we have, after the decimal, just look at the first 4 digits, please. Don't bother about the 5th or 6th or 7th. It won't make any difference in your calculation. It's not going to add too much profit. Just stop at the 4th one, right? And in B, we have 0083. That's the only thing I want to consider there, right? So that's what I mean by looking at the 4 digits after your decimal point. So let's go ahead and simulate this. So the basic simulation is, okay, we want to pick $100, okay? $100 of this. And then we copy it. As you can see, I copy it or cut it, whichever one. And I go to USDT, right? I go to COS BTC. And then I click on sell. I'm doing a basic simulation here right now. A basic simulation here, right? So then I now paste the COS USDT, right? And whatever I get, what am I doing? I'm going to copy this 0.0. Oh, please don't forget that when you paste it in BTC, it's not going to remember the decimal point. So you have to remove that 6 there. All right. Because when it comes to COS BTC, it doesn't recognize the decimal point. That's 0.6. Just remove that 6. You don't need it. So now let's copy what we get. So we're copying it, right? And then we have to go to BTC USDT. And then we sell, right? We're selling that BTC to see how much we're going to make. So we can see that what we made here was $1.47. So you can look at that. There's $1.47. That's in terms of the basic simulation. Basic simulation. We're just trying to see, is there profits? And this is what your apps will see and give you this recommendation. They will see that there's profit. They don't take into consideration the volume. They don't take into consideration the fees. They don't take it. No. They don't do that. It's just a very, maybe one or two, right? That softwares that take into consideration, estimated fees and then give you the profit. But most apps will not. So you can see here we have $1.47. So it looks profitable. Let's go back. Now we want to use the order book, right? We're going to use the order book. There's a question here that says, sis. Okay, let me read it out. It says here. I'm not seeing that. Okay, it says where the coin doesn't have liquidity, what can one do? Okay, we'll come to that. That's what we're talking about here. The next point I'm talking about here is I'm going to address this point. Okay, that's when we now do what I call a deep dive. A deep dive simulation, right? So let's go back to the deep dive simulation. Don't forget, we were on what? COS USDT. Let's go to COS. Okay, I need to check COS USDT. COS USDT. Let's click on that. So we're back to COS USDT. That gave us this figure. Now, the next thing is we want to buy $100 worth of COS USDT. Can we get to buy that? Because now I'm currently in the order book here. You can see this order book here. Can you see that? I want to buy $100. Now, by buying $100 means that I'm looking at the price in the middle. This price in the center. You see this price here in the center. This 00823 is the one I'm checking now. Look at it now. Oh, the price looks like it's, oh, yes. That 00823 is what I'm looking at. 00823. Now, as you can see here, the first green is 00822. The second, the first red is 00823. What that means here is that center one and the first red are the same. So if I come here and say, oh, let me click on 00823, right? I mean, that's the price that we have here. If I place that order for $100, right, it's going to execute immediately, right? And because the volume here is I have enough volume, because what I wanted to buy was what? 12,150. I'm more than enough. We have 24,000 here. It will buy. I will be able to buy it fast because I'm the one that wants to buy. But the person that's going to sell to me is the first red. Remember that. The person that is selling to me is the first red. Now, because the price is the same as 00823 in the middle, right? And as the same as the first red, immediately it will execute. But what if it was not the same? If it was 00822, it will put me in the queue. And all I would need to do to quickly execute this is to pick the higher price. That's it. So now, because I can see that it has given me what I want, I'm okay with that. Let's copy what we have. So we have ascertained that we can get this bought. Okay. Next thing is that we want to get this what? Sold. Let's go to COS BTC. COS BTC, right? Let's go to COS BTC. Now, look at this. Can you see what is going on here? The center one is 00020. But now the first green is 00019. Can you see there's a difference there? Because now I want to sell. The person that's going to buy from me says that they want to buy it at 19. Me, I want to sell it at 20. There is no agreement there. Until this 19 turns to 20, until this first green turns to 20, my trade will be there, waiting in the queue. All right. So that's the same thing, right? Do you get? Because as you can see here, I want to sell at 20. The person I want to buy from me says it's 19 that they can buy from me. So automatically right now, I have to wait if I want this trade to be profitable. Because if I choose this first green, let's choose this first green. Let me tap on the first green and change the price to 19. You will see that the trade will not be profitable. And I place my COS. Sorry, let me sell. Then I have to click on sell. Then I'll click on the 19 now. And I paste my COS. You can see I'm going to remove that That's 6 because it doesn't respect the decimal point. Okay. So let me copy this, and then we're going to see whether this is profitable, right? Because I just picked the lower price. Now, if I wanted to sell immediately, right? So let's go to BTC USDT. BTC USDT. Now I want to sell this. Let me put my BTC there. Can you see what has happened here? Just take a look at it. How much did we make? We made a loss of almost $4 just because I selected the smaller price, right? The smaller price. Because I selected the smaller price, that is what is happening here. I'm not going to. So the only way to make sure that I'm profitable is to wait at that leg. I can decide to quickly sell at the first leg, but now at the second leg, I can't, because if I chose the smaller price, I'm not going to make any money. So this is where we're going to stop today for the live stream. If we have any quick questions, I will quickly answer. I'll come on live sometime else later today to take it up. I don't want the lives to be more than 1 hour each. So if you have any questions, please send them to me. Let me see. I'm seeing someone says here. Let me see. I'm seeing a question. All right. Let me see. The question says here, please, is it advisable we trade Ethereum? We trade what? Let me see. Trade in Ethereum. Is it advisable we trade in Ethereum? But I note that the trading fee might be sometimes maybe high. Yes, of course. Ethereum is exotic. Anything you're doing in Ethereum is expensive. Just take note of that. You're doing, but the trading fee is still the same. No. Sorry. I was going into the line of inter-exchange arbitrage. I will still do that series later. But you see, when it comes to triangular arbitrage, right, the fees you are paying are trading fees. And Binance trading fees is 0.1%. So whether you're trading in Ethereum or not, maybe you're looking for an Ethereum, maybe you have found an Ethereum, an Ethereum pair. Maybe you saw COS ETH, but COS doesn't have ETH, right? But maybe you saw a pair that has ETH, right? It's still the same 0.1% is going to charge you. It's going to be the same price. It's going to charge you the same. For triangular arbitrage, it's not going to be higher, because my mind has already started going into inter-exchange arbitrage. It's when you are doing inter-exchange arbitrage. So okay, it's when you are doing it's when you are doing inter-exchange arbitrage that transfer fees are very expensive for Ethereum. Okay, so God bless says, you said you will show us apps for Signal. I did not say I was going to show you apps for Signal. I said I will show you one. And it has the web alternative, right? So, and that's not in today's live stream. If you want to know apps, we have like 14 apps and websites in our training program. You can come and join us. You can click the link, and then be messaging me, and then we can talk about, you joining the training program. Because the training program, we give a 50% discount at this point, right? If you're interested in being part of the training, you can click on the DM in this the description of this particular video, and then you can actually DM me, and then I'll give you the 50% discount. But I'm not going to be sharing apps and tools on this website, on this lives. I'm only going to share one, and that one has a web alternative. And the reason why I'm sharing that one is because some people may not have the mobile option for compare markets, and that's the reason why I want to make sure it's an even playing field. That's going to be in another live stream, so make sure you look out for that particular notification of our live stream. Hope that sounds okay. Boss, so God bless. Do you understand what I just said? All right. Do we have any other questions before we call it a day? It's already 1 hour, and I didn't want it to go beyond that. Any other questions or any comments? I hope, has this been helpful? Have you learned something? Has it brought it out better for you? Did you learn anything today? If you did, please let me know what your light bulb moments are. I know we're starting from the beginning and we're looking at the foundations, right? We're definitely going to proceed to more, harder stuff. And we're even going to carry out a live trade once we see. Yes, thank you, boss. So God bless. Yeah, we're going to once I see anything that works, we'll carry out the live trade right here, right? And then we'll look at it. I love to do my things live. I don't like to just be doing simulation. I like to see it. Let's see it in action, right? So Thank you guys for being here. I think there are no more questions for now. And if there isn't, thank you so much for being part of this. I just thought I should share and, take you through this what's it called, this journey of doing triangular arbitrage, so that it will be easier for you guys to do this, right? And if you need any hand holding, you need me to help you check your trades, you want me to be there to help you check along the way, no problem. You can just DM me, click on the link in the description, and we'll be talking. Thank you so much once again for being here, and I'll see you in the next live stream later today. Take care. Oh, thank you. Before I said thank you, Apostle, God bless, said it was very helpful. Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your presence here. God bless you and have a lovely day. Just look out for my notification when we'll be going live later today. I'm not exactly sure what time, so I'll just put that. You get to see it. Yeah. Take care. Bye bye. Have a lovely day. Take care.